Good morning everybody, how is it going? Today we're taking a look at a game between Cloud9 and Team Secret for the Dota 2 Asia Championship 2015. Yes, the tournament has been done for a little while now, but I thought we could, as a conclusion to this whole thing, take a look at this one game that everybody got so hyped about, and it seems pretty interesting. So, I'm guessing most of you have seen it already. Sorry about that. I haven't. I just heard that it's great. Or at least it has a great ending. So, if you haven't seen it yet, please feel free to stick around. If you have, then fuck off. I mean, who likes you anyway? I'm just kidding. Anyway, after this tournament, we're gonna move on to, or after this game, we're gonna move on to a different tournament. I just still would like some feedback on which tournament, actually, because you guys are really bad at giving me that feedback. But I'm guessing that none of you give a fuck. Right? Like, I'm guessing that it's not the kind of scenario where you're like, ha, I know which tournament I want to take a look at, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm guessing none of you give a fuck. So I'm probably just gonna pick something and let me do that, right? So yeah, anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at the draft for the time being, though. We've got Axe and Vengeful Spirit for Cloud9. That's already really aggressive. But on the same note, actually, like Team Secret, Lycan and Dazzle too is incredibly aggressive. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not quite sure what both teams are going for. So Axe seems to be kind of a counter to Lycan because... No, actually, I don't know. Like, Axe is pretty good at counter pushing, I would say so. But Dazzle is really good against Axe because Axe likes having people around him and Dazzle likes that being the case because then he just pops them. So, gonna be interesting. As per bans, we got Chen and Enchantress. Straight up, no puppy, you're not doing that kind of bans. And then we got Puck and Storm Spirit, which are strong team fighting heroes. I'm guessing that Cloud9 is going for more of a boom, let's go and take some really fight strategy. And then not having to go up against a Puck or Storm Spirit seems like a, like a pretty beneficial thing. On the other side, we got a Badge Rider IO ban. IO, is a Big Daddy No-Tail ban, right? Like, everybody knows that. If you go against Cloud9, or if you go against No-Tail in general, you ban IO, because if you don't, you're just gonna have a rough time. A Troll, because he's very good. Lion, I'm guessing, because he's also a very good hero. And Badge Rider, I mean, who the hell likes going up against Badge Rider? So, I don't think there's, like, anything specific going on in that draft. I think they took out some strong disablers. So, if you take a look at it, like, we've got Badge Rider, his ultimate is a long, strong disable, right? Not only does it disable, it also dislocates, which even, buys more time. We got Troll Wardard, which makes it so that you can't hit anymore, which is kind of a disable. Against Lycan it is, right? And then there's Lion, who is the motherfucker that disables people, right? So, I'm thinking that those three bans might be to help out the Lycan. Because Lycan is the kind of hero that is running on a timer during a team fight. And if you get stunned or miss or you get put out of position, like, these are things Lycan doesn't like. Lycan is a hero that's gonna beat you in a fight. That's just how it is. Like, he's gonna beat you in a fight. He will win against you if you straight up fight him. But he sucks at fighting you if you're just gonna run away, because he doesn't have any sort of slow or anything like that. He's pretty quick, but that's oftentimes not enough. So I'm guessing those are some bans to help out the Lycan. We got a Shadow Fiend coming out for Cloud9, so a little bit of minus armor going on with the Vengeful Spirit and a Shadow Fiend combination. It's interesting. I wonder if that's to kind of counter the Dazzle a little bit, because Dazzle, while also giving a lot of minus armor, also adds a lot of armor to his team. Usually the Weave is actually used defensively. And, that might be it. That very well might be it, but I'm not quite sure if that's how they are thinking about it, right? I can only guess. We got an Enigma coming out for Team Secret. Enigma's interesting, so they are actually okay with fighting. We got Juggernaut. Cloud9 is going for aggressive early game heroes that are really looking to punch the faces of whoever the hell dares to get close. Team Secret is trying to... I think Team Secret is just saying, okay, you know what, let's do that. So we are probably going to see a lot of early clashes. We're going to see a lot of early fights between a lot of very powerful early game heroes. Shadow Fiend, I would say, is powerful early. If you get to level 7, level 8, level 9, right? Early game for Shadow Fiend, no, we're not talking about level 1 and 2. Like, he sucks at level 1 and 2. But if you get him some levels, he's gonna do just fine. Oh, by the way, this is something I never noticed, but did you actually know that the Shadow Race, it's 3 different icons? I always thought it was the same. I just saw that. I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. We got a Queen of Pain from Team Secret, so yes. Both teams are saying, fuck it, let's fight. Right, like, let's get this over. We got 20 minutes and then the pizza is gonna arrive. Let's do this. And, you know what? That seems like a decent idea. We're gonna see the last ban come out from Cloud9. So we got Enigma, Queen of Pain, Dazzle, and Lycan. I'm guessing Team Cloud9 is probably gonna ban an offlaner, because Enigma likes to go into the jungle. Like, Enigma can offlane, but the problem with Enigma offlaning is that Enigma is probably the best jungler in the game, and you're wasting potential. There we go, Clockwork taken out of the pool. That seems like a really nice idea, though. I actually think that Cloud9 would like to play Clockwork themselves. Now, they do have the problem of already having picked the Axe, so I don't think a Clockwork would really fit in that well, unless you want to make the Axe jungle, which isn't really the most powerful of ways of playing the hero. But you know, taking the Clockwork out seems fine. Cloud9 is looking for another support, so I would not be too surprised to see AA. Omni Knight, yeah, sure. AA banned Omni Knight. It's kind of along the same lines. And actually, look at that. I don't know about you guys, but I always considered Abaddon and Omni Knight to be kind of the same hero, right? Like, they are two of one kind. Usually, every hero in the game, look, Juggernaut is a one-of-a-kind hero. There's only one Juggernaut. There's one Shadow Fiend. There's one Vengeful Spirit. Like, Dota's very good at making their heroes unique. But in my book, while Abaddon and Omni Knight are both unique, they share a lot of similarities, and they kind of do the exact same thing. Let's be honest, right? So, seeing the Omni Knight ban and then an immediate Abaddon pick, to me, means that Secret made the right choice there. Because they took out the Omni Knight, they were like, I don't want to play against Omni Knight, we don't want to play against Omni Knight. And then Cloud9 was like, okay, you know what? Like, we actually did want that hero. Let's take Abaddon instead, because that's as close as we're gonna get. And I think that's interesting. Visage, one of the most aggressive fighting heroes you're gonna find. Now, that's actually interesting, though, because Visage isn't quite an offlaner. At least I wouldn't say so. So they might be going for, like, an aggressive tri-lane with an Enigma and a safe. I'm not quite sure what Team Secret's plan is. But we're gonna see about that, right? It's a little difficult at times to tell what exactly is going on. It might also just be like some weird dual lane strat, or Visage could be offlaning, Dazzle could be offlaning. I don't know. Let's just see how it goes down. On the other side, I'm guessing we're gonna have like an aggressive tri-lane come out. Abaddon, Vengeful Spirit, Axe sounds pretty nasty, while Vengeful Spirit, Abaddon, Juggernaut doesn't really sound that powerful. So, you're gonna see about that, though. I think both teams got some interesting lineups, and it's gonna be interesting to see who goes for what kind of scenario right here. So yeah, that's basically that. For the time being, though, it seems everybody's just gonna roam into the bottom lane. That seems just fine. And, you know, we're gonna see how that works out for them. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have a clash already. I mean, look at this. 5 heroes from the Radiant going bottom. We've got 5 heroes from the Dire going bottom. The Good Luck Have Fun is coming out, but, you know, I don't think anybody's gonna have fun this game. Oh my god, this is already starting to look nasty as all hell. Well, yeah, look at that. Division? Wait, that's the wrong button. Yep, Secret sees them, Cloud9 sees them, it's time to go. Fata charging in, he's not afraid. He got... Actually, he hasn't skilled anything yet. I'm guessing he's gonna go for the races if the fight starts. Shadow Fiend is one of those heroes, right? Like, if you want to... Like, if you can, you want to avoid skilling the races early on, because you like having the Necromastery for the lane, but... Sama running in, he gets slowed down, though. He does have a... He doesn't actually have a spin yet. Look at these guys, not skilling shit yet. Oh, that's very interesting, but I think... Oh my god. Bone 7? Not quite caught yet. He took a few hits, but that's gonna be it. So it appears that that was a tiny bit of a clash, but nothing too serious is gonna come out of it. And somehow Cloud9 is gonna manage to snatch the rune at the bottom. Meantime, appears RTZ is gonna grab the top one. So we're gonna have the Lycan in the mid lane. Puppy? Kuroki? No, wait, Lycan mid doesn't make any sense. It seems like Lycan just really wanted that rune. Okay, we got S4 on the Queen of Pain in a minute. RTZ is gonna take the bottom lane with the Visage and Dazzle lane. And then we've got an Enigma in the off lane. Again, Enigma is a hero that can off lane. Right? Enigma can definitely do it. As you can see right there, he gets 3D nice. he can definitely do it. He also got a good last hitting ability with the Eidolons. Now there are some problems associated with this. I think the biggest one is that Enigma is one of the greatest, if not the greatest jungler in the game. Right? He's so fast if it comes down to taking creep kills in the jungle. And not giving him that jungle always seems like a bit of a waste. Right? Now, at the same time, I think they are gonna do just fine up there. But it's just so sad to see that, right? Because he's so powerful in the jungle. But you know what? He can offlane and he's gonna do it right here. I'm sure it's gonna work out just fine for him. Now, something about this Enigma in the offlane, you already saw it, but he also has that problem of sometimes accidentally feeding Eidolons, which is free money to the opposing, you know, safe laner. So, EE right here took a lot of bonus gold just from killing these Eidolons. And as you can see, he's already gonna go for them again. Now, early on, they just don't deal enough damage to contest it. So he just gets free last hits. He just simply gets free last hits, and you know, that's of course something you're trying to avoid. So these are the most glaring problems with Enigma as an offlaner. But at the same time, he can definitely do it, and I think he's gonna do just fine. He's rushing a soul ring right here. And once he has that, he's gonna be able to sit in the lane and just keep spamming the demonic conversion to get himself the lane pushed back, and he will do just fine, right? So it should be okay. Meantime, we got the tri-lane from the Radiant going up against Cloud9's dual lane. As a interesting dual lane, though, it should actually be just fine. Most of Secret's fighting ability down here comes from dots, right? Kind of dots. I don't know, like Grave Chill, right? And the Poison Touch. And Note is just gonna say no. Right, he's gonna run in, he's gonna heal him up. Oh, actually, Bone 7 going in on Poppy. That's not gonna be enough at all, though. Not even quite close. In the meantime, the Radiant's courier actually goes down. Wait, is it okay if we take a look at that? I'm very interested. Where was the courier? That's just going into the mid lane, gonna get sniped, it appears. Yep, Misery, gonna take that, gonna take it to the bank. That is really well played. You know, like, you gotta go for those. You gotta go for those because you can see the timing, right? You can absolutely see the timing. You know when S4 has enough money for his bottle, and now he's not gonna have a bottle for a solid 2.5 minutes, right? And that is really important because the bottle is what keeps you going in the mid lane. Look, I'm more of a mid player, right? I really enjoy the mid lane, and I think I'm decently competent at it. I'm not amazing or anything like that, but the point is that the bottle is your lifeline. If you don't have a bottle, if you don't have bottle charges, you're gonna do horribly in the mid lane. It's just not gonna go well for you, and meantime we lose the axe. I'm sorry, I got so confused talking about the bottle, but it's interesting, you shut up. The bottle is your lifeline. If you don't have a bottle, you're not gonna do well. Bone 7 is just gonna get slowed down. The sole reason why he died right here is because he ran into the lane without the Abaddon being around, and frankly, he deserves it because you don't run into the lane like that if your support isn't there. That's just a terrible idea. So, Note gonna get back to the bottom now. He had to go back, I'm guessing, because of mana. He was spamming a lot, and Abaddon, while not having the highest mana costs, doesn't have a ton of mana, right? Like, it's just something that is a problem with the hero, and yeah, he's one of those cases, I think, where he doesn't have a lot of, like, high mana spells, but he uses them a lot, and his mana pool isn't great. Like, his mana pool is actually kind of awful. He's got, what is his intelligence? 2.0. If I could actually... I'm sorry, I keep spoiling the game. Oh, man. Oh, Haste Rune coming out on the Abaddon. Skills the slow just so he can get this one kill. Oh, that's so cheeky. He's chasing down Kuroki. He's gonna tunnel through the trees, trying to stop this from happening. The shield is gonna pop in a second. We've got the taunt coming out. Kuroki will drop. Note actually might be looking for something else. Going for Poppy. The slow connects. And that's not gonna happen though. The tower is gonna keep Poppy safe right here. I mean, he's also the Dazzle. He can heal up if he needs to be. If he needs to be really careful, right? Meantime, Arteezy just gonna TP out. So that's actually a huge victory for Cloud9. Just getting that Haste Rune. And usually, I gotta admit, I'm not a big fan of early points into the Curse of Avernus. I don't think it's a great ability, right? It's solid, it's definitely worth skilling. Just that Abaddon's 2 other abilities, actually all of his other abilities, even the ultimate, they are fantastic and you should really max them first. But right there, that gave them a huge victory in the lane. And I think that's worth it, right? I think that is definitely worth it. Because they forced out all of the heroes, all of them. Forced all of them out of the lane. They get a lot of free damage on the tower, they get a lot of free gold and experience. And, you know, just, you can see right now that I actually just got control over this now. Papi. Oh, he misses the taunt. Yeah, they're gonna have to fall back. I think they should be fine. Yeah, they're not gonna catch that. But, you know, it's just, that was a really good fight for them. Meantime, let's take a look at the other lanes though. We've got Sai on the Enigma going up against EE at the top. We already took a brief glance at it earlier. And if we actually go ahead and open up the last hits and the nice tab, we can see that, yeah, Enigma can keep up, right? Like you can see, you can definitely tell that, indeed, it is possible. It's just still, you know, he would have more in the jungle. That's what you need to keep in mind, right? Like, he's doing fine right now. He would have more in the jungle. But again, like, he's doing okay, so I suppose that's fine. The one leading the charge is actually Fata on that Shadow Fiend, which is not too surprising. If Shadow Fiend gets off to a good start... Oh, actually, let me rephrase that. If Shadow Fiend gets off to a start, he's usually gonna do fine in lane. And that sounds weird, right? Like, if he gets off to a start. Yeah, as long as Shadow Fiend doesn't get destroyed early on, he's usually gonna do fine in lane. Because you need to get just a few last hits, right? Shadow Fiend sucks level 1 and 2. Level 3 is when he starts taking off. Level 5, 6, 7, you're gonna get destroyed in the mid lane because he's stronger than you. And that is what Fata is going for him right now. And that is why he's shitting on the Queen of Pain. He just deals twice the damage she does. And what can you do against that, right? How do you go up against it? Well, you don't. You just quite simply don't. And she can't initiate on him because he's just gonna pop her with a few well-placed razors. And it's just terrible for that Queen of Pain. And this is really the strength of the Shadow Fiend. Now, at the same time, Shadow Fiend is one of those heroes. If he gets shut down early on, you're just gonna... yeah, you're gonna suffer. Like that then he just kind of sucks. So, I think I'm very surprised that actually Secret is letting Fata just free farm that mid the way they are doing it right now. Oh, actually the wolves are here. Oh, bad misery coming in. Stun on top of 2 rays is gonna take the kill on the co-op. So, yeah, that was easy as all hell. Not much anybody could have done about that. You know, I guess the Dazzler, if he had the was around, had a Shallow Grave or something. But I think this actually goes, like the way the mid lane is going, goes back to the picking stage. Because Dazzle and Visage are just simply not the most aggressive of heroes. They just aren't. Red Visage is the kind of hero, if there's a team fight, then he's gonna deal a lot of damage. Because he's got that high damage, low cooldown nuke in the Soul Assumption. But in case you don't know how Soul Assumption works, there needs to be damage done for that to trigger, right? Oh, God, I keep missing these kills, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm bad at it. Like, this is why I should actually probably have a co-caster that does, like, the camera for me. Because I keep losing track of the game because of all these tiny things that I think are really interesting. RTS is just gonna destroy Eternal Enemy up at the top. Yeah, not even close. And actually a nice combo, by the way. The Howl on top of the Eidolons. Yeah, you know, they're gonna take that kill really quick. And gonna transition into a top tower push, which should result in a tower kill. So that was pretty neat. Meantime, mid, Note again, running around with the haste. But as I was drinking about, you know, Kuroki on that Visage. Visage is not the kind of hero that you can just send into a lane and say, go kill something. Like, Visage is the kind of hero that you send into a lane with another hero that deals a lot of damage, and then they together kill something, right? And you could say that the Queen of Pain is good enough for that. No. No, because Queen of Pain just simply doesn't deal enough damage. Like, she deals a lot of damage, but you need a third hero around. Now, that third hero can't be Dazzle, though, who is a very defensive support, especially the way Poppy is playing him right now. So, it's just a little weird that it would go for such a defensive lineup against a hero like a Shadow Fiend. Right, so that's a bit surprising. Meantime, RTZ is dropping low. I think he won't be able to get out of it now. Even the Omni Slash dropped just for good measure. Entirely unnecessary, of course, but you know. Why not use it? Why not use it? And that's a pretty big kill. That's a pretty big kill. Our TC is worth a lot of money, and that's gonna, boost the Juggernaut's farm even more. So if we actually take a look at how the game is going right now, it's pretty even, right? Like net worth, it's actually like very nicely split up. But the thing is just you gotta consider who that money is on, and currently Shadowfiend is leading the charge, which of course is not really that surprising. But the highest on Secret is the Enigma. Now Enigma, while scary, is not the kind of hero that is gonna, like solo win you the game. Like you can give infinite money to an Enigma and he's gonna do a lot. He's gonna be scary, but in the end, even if he didn't have that much money and he would just run in a black hole, like the same thing happens, right? He does the same things whether or not he has money or he doesn't have that much money. Now, of course, you would still want to put money on the fellow, but the point is just you don't want Enigma to be your most farmed hero in the game. Right, you want somebody else to take that position so they can benefit off that Enigma. Meantime, by the way, Roshan gonna get taken down. Probably gonna put that on RTZ. There we go. And Secret is already starting to be very aggressive here. Taking Roshans, taking tower kills. Yeah, they're looking to maybe finish this a bit earlier than you would expect. But, it's just a little... I think that Cloud9 is just in a tiny bit of a better position right now, just because of like the money distribution in terms of like which heroes it is on, and Juggernaut, that being Juggernaut and Shadowfiend, and those are heroes that can really fight early on. Now on the other side, of course, Queen of Pain and the Lycan aren't doing too bad, right? But you get the point. You get the point. And actually, it's crazy how much the Shadowfiend is ahead. He already got his mecha. 11 minutes in, I'm guessing he's gonna start working on the Yules next. I'm really hoping he starts working on the Yules next. I have been playing a decent amount of Shadowfiend recently, and I love the Yules. I think it's so cool, but Mecha is one of those items I feel... Mostly, look, the reason why people buy Mecha on Shadowfiend, at least in my opinion, is because somebody has to, right? Not because it's the most incredible item on the hero, but just because somebody has to. And... it's fine. It's a good item. Don't get me wrong. I just would really love to see the Yules. Mid tower gets denied. Bone 7, meantime, camping the ruin. It's just gonna be a bounty. They're gonna give that to Fata while he bottles up his fellow teammate. Meantime, Note is just chilling at the bottom. I actually like that. Give the support some money. Why the hell not? That's actually, I think that's a really good idea, right? Just give him some money. It's gonna be okay. Kuroki, he's just patrolling. He's got his birds now, so he should really be able to actually get something done if his team needs him to. And on top of that, Medallion of Courage, I like that a lot. I think the Medallion is going to be amazing. Oh, actually, EE finds him. Omni Slash used. Actually, that hero might not be the greatest target for it, but he goes down nonetheless. I think that was an unnecessary Omni Slash. They're going to go ahead and take down the bird, though. That is actually really important. Like, the birds right now are worth almost as much as the kill. And, that's rather valuable. Meantime, Bone 7 gets stunned up right in the middle of the Enigma field, so he'll take a lot of damage. And Queen of Pain takes it. Nice scream, actually. Oh, Sonic Wave, I'm sorry. Hits 3 heroes. I don't think we're gonna see much more of a fight, though. Yeah, both teams are just content with falling back. So this game is actually... a lot calmer than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought we were going to see a lot of really heavy team fights early on. But, you know what? This is actually not too surprising either. Because both teams do have these kind of heroes that just want some items, right? Like, Shadowfiend is the kind of hero that's just like, we can fight right now if you really want to. But I would also like to have some items. So can we just make that happen first? And there are a lot of heroes like that in this game, right? Queen of Pain. We've got... Oh, nice. I like that. Just Shadow Grave and TP out, you're gonna be fine. But Queen of Pain, Enigma, Lycan, pretty much all the carries. Like, even the supports in this game, right? Even Visage is just like, we can fight, but I would much rather have some items first. And as a result, this game was either gonna be really aggressive, because they do have a lot of fighting power as well. But, or it's gonna be a little calmer, as it is at the moment. Oh. Juggernaut running in. I don't really know what that is about. He seems to be diving deep, and I don't even know where he was diving to. Like, that was odd, to say the least. Shadow Fiend got himself an ultimate orb. So that's interesting. Skadi has been very popular on Shadow Fiend, but I think Skadi first? I don't think I've seen that before. Could be Manta style, but then you would usually get the Yasha. Hex, I suppose, is a possibility. I wouldn't even mind that too much, but it's pretty expensive. You can't build a lot with an ultimate orb. It could also be a Linken's, right? I'm guessing it will end up being a Skadi. Just tanking up, you know, going really beefy, but it's interesting. That's actually really weird. I didn't expect to see that. I really thought that he was going to grab himself a Yules, because I just don't see a reason to not do it. Huh. Interesting. Meantime, we got some more jungling going on. You know, it actually ended up being pretty calm. I guess I should take back what I said about this game being really aggressive, because I'm obviously an idiot. Oh, we got a nice gang coming out at the bottom. Poppy and Enigma are looking for it. Yeah, actually, no, it's Poppy and Enigma. I don't know why I said Poppy and then the hero for Sai. I should say Poppy and Sai, shouldn't I? Oh well. Slower Misery. Yeah, he's gotta go down right here. Doesn't even stand a chance. TP in from the Shadow Fiend. Note is giving him some support. EE also running in. Oh, Omni Slash takes down Sai. Poppy might be next in line, but the birds hit 1 stun, hit 2 stuns, but they don't hit the Juggernaut. He's still got his Mask of Madness active. He's going for it. He knows that getting Poppy would take a while, and he's probably not willing to commit to, you know, it just would take a long time to actually get that kill, if you were to get it. And in that case, you can expect some TPs, and it's just like, you know what? It's just a dazzle. It's not that important anyway. I think that was the right call. Somebody's trapped. No, it's just the Queen of Pain. That's a pretty agile hero. She should be fine. Working on an Orchid. I like it. I think Orchid is a really powerful item. Queen of Pain and Orchid is, you know, that's just a natural fit, isn't it? Look at these two. Both Meteors farming right next to each other. I like it. That is really cute. You know what? Why not? Why not? The jungle's for everybody, boys. The jungle's for everybody. Meantime, Poppy, you know, he's just sitting in the mid lane. He's doing fine. He's got himself a double damage now. He's the warding bitch this game. Still got actually a decent amount of money saved up. I wonder what that will end up being. He can't do a lot in terms of items, because Dazzle is just a very versatile hero. But you know, we're gonna see about that. I think it supports. It's always very difficult to guess what they are going to buy, because you know, there's some obvious items, right? Like we're probably gonna see a 4-staff and a Yules or something along those lines. But oftentimes you don't actually know what the support is gonna get, because those kind of players, they just solely pick their items on the situation in the game and what they think they need right now. And oftentimes that's just complete bonkers bullshit, and you're just like, wait, what? And then it works out just fine for them. So I'm expecting to see a 4-staff, because 4-staff is just really good. And it's actually pretty useful against Shadow Fiend too. You know, if you use somebody and he doesn't time it perfectly, you can just force him out. But of course the idea there is that Shadow Fiend actually gets a Yules, which it doesn't seem like that's what's going on here. Working on a Skadi though. I'm guessing it's a Skadi. I don't see what else it could be. A Hex seems fine, I guess. Linken's, I don't see the purpose of. I don't see a reason for Manta style. If you are going to get Manta style, you get the Yasha first, right? Like, why would you not do that? So it has to be a Skadi. Which I think is interesting. He just really wants to be tanky. Oh, swap. Taunt. Yeah, Enigma is gonna drop right here. Not much he can do about that one. And you know what? That's okay. Bond 7 looking for some more. He's got his Blink Dagger now. But the Weave is currently, you know, stopping him in his tracks for a little while. Doesn't want to commit too much. Which is probably a decent idea. Roshan, still down. It's actually gonna resurrect in a little while, and Mystery is already looking for it. They don't want to give the second Roshan to Secret as well. That seems like a pretty decent idea, to just kind of take it yourself, you know, and stop them from getting another edges. Mantis down, the Juggernaut. You know, there's not a lot of exciting items so far, except for the Skadi. Vata takes a kill on an illusion, apparently. Or on a blinked hero. Oh, right. Ah, you know what? The same thing. So he's not gonna get that one. Yeah, of course, that's a problem with not having a Yules. Like, you can pop ultimates, I suppose, but... you know, they can't just run away from you. It's just kind of a shame. Roshan back up. I do have the level 3 aura. Got a medallion. They've got the Wave of Terror. That's gonna be a really quick Roshan kill. It's actually too fast for Secret to react to it. Gonna slap it on the Shadow Fiend, which is definitely the right call to make. Sai running in. He doesn't have Blink. He's got a... I like it. He got a roll of Atos. That's actually amazing. Hex on the Juggernaut. He was looking for an Omni Slash, but... You know, at the same time, he didn't have his Mask of Madness ready, so it's probably smarter to refrain from that. The bird gonna be taken down by Vata. So a little bit of extra money into his pocket. And he's actually about to grab himself that big Skadi. About to have it. That's actually really interesting. I still figure US would be good. I still like it a lot. But, you know. Meantime, Puppy gets murdered in the background. Gonna be dunked on. That's actually one of the cool interactions between Axe and Dust. Like, usually you can't kill people if they're shallow graved. But Axe doesn't deal damage. Right? Axe just straight up kills people. And Shallow Grave prevents damage from taking you below 1 HP. But Axe doesn't deal damage. He just kills you. Like, he literally doesn't deal damage. I know that back in Warcraft 3 it was kind of coded in a way where it just dealt 1 billion damage or something like that. But in Dota it just doesn't deal damage, it just kills it. So... yeah, that's basically that. I mean... it's just gonna take the quick kill on the Dazzler. And he can do that on anybody, really. Like, Shallow Grave, while still a good ability, it's actually not gonna be that amazingly useful against an Axe. So, you know. Seems we're gonna see a little bit of action now. Top tower getting pushed down. Oh, actually, mid. Queen of Pain gets trapped. Not really, though. And Shadow Fiend now got this Skadi. I really wonder what we're gonna see next from him. I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a BKB. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Yules. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a goddamn Dagon. Because I don't know what's going on here. Meantime, Bone 7 actually dropping to the Queen. She's gonna take that kill. Didn't actually get the kill, which I think is a bit unfortunate, because I always think the funnest thing in the game is to get rid of the battle hunger through killing the Axe. That's just amazing. So the top tower did end up getting denied. Meantime, we got a bit of a fight at the bottom. Misery. He wants that tower denied as well. He's hiding, he's looking for it, but I wonder if he can get it. We got some backup coming in. Yeah. EE is gonna chase them away. The tower's not in deny range yet, though. So it's gonna be just fine. It's gonna sit at the bottom and do okay. So I actually wonder what's the plan for either team. Again, I predicted like an aggressive early game, but I suppose I was entirely off on that. And I think it's weird that both teams now are starting to really have some items and neither is looking to do anything with them. As you can see, we got the Manta style done here. We got the Necrobook free here. You know what? Actually, let me try that one again. I think we're gonna start seeing some action now. Because the big items that both teams are looking for just got done. We got the Orchid on the Queen of Pain. We got the Necromonicums on the Lycan. We do have ourselves the Mantis style on the Juggernaut and the Skadi on the Shadow Fiend. And I'm sure we got some other items that I missed. Nothing on him, of course, but about to get an Aghanims on the Axe. And on the Enigma, we got Blink Dagger. We got Visage with almost an Aghanims, actually. He's not gonna get that anytime. Like, he's not gonna get that, like, really soon. But, you know, he's gonna get it. So that's pretty interesting. Puppy, of course, ain't got shit yet. He's got himself an urn. I like that. You know what? If nobody else got it, but then why not grab it yourself? But this is starting to look a little bit nasty. Both teams are ready to fight, I think. Both teams have prepared for battle for a long time, and I think they're tired of it. Like in the meantime, Arteezy, he's gonna transform. Omni Slash won't do you any good here though. And actually, oh my god, EE dropping really low. He's gonna do just fine though. Actually, maybe not. The Necromonicons are chasing him down. He's dropping low. He's dropping really low. Few more crits are gonna do it. No, not gonna be enough. Queen of Pain. Oh! She hits the Sonic Wave, but gets destroyed in an instant. That was risky. But you saw the power of the Lycan there. We just burned through EE. So, you know, that's pretty solid. He is starting to be very powerful. Aghanim's coming out on the axe. Visage is still farming the bottom lane. I actually really like this. You know, a lot of supports wouldn't do this, but Kuroki just says, no, fuck you. I want some money too, I need some items, and that Aghanim's on Visage is very powerful. It's just incredible. So, you know, if he can actually get that in a timely fashion, then why not? Oh, wait, he already got it! He already got it. He also got himself a gem from Puppy. Summoning his free birds. He's ready to fight. You know what? That is actually incredible. That's a decent amount of money on that Visage. He's doing just fine. Just fine. Meantime, invisibility on the Shadow Fiend of course won't do him any good against the Lycan. He's getting burned down. He's gonna drop. Doesn't have an Aegis anymore. Doesn't have a BKB. There's nothing that he can do to escape from this. Lycan chasing down another kill. He wants spawn 7, he's dropping. Uses the taunt, trying to maybe turn it around, but I'm sorry, that simply won't happen. It's gonna take a little while, but down goes the axe. Meantime, Misery next in line, that's 3 down for nothing. In favor of Team Secret. And they'll take that. Oh hell yeah, they'll take that fight. I really like the Rod of Atos. Look, Rod of Atos is one of my favorite items in the game. And I think it's so cute that he would get that on an Enigma. I don't know why. Like, that's the thing, right? I don't understand why he's going for it. I think he just likes the item. But it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't think so, right? There's no obvious synergy here. But it's very cute. I gotta give him that. You know, it's gonna be useful for the Lycan, right? I'm not saying it doesn't have any uses. I'm just saying that it's not really like the kind of item that I think of when I think of Enigma. When I think of Enigma, like, what do we all keep, like, in our head? We keep, you know, we got Blink Dagger, we got Soul Ring, we got BKB, we got Mecha, Aghanims maybe, right? Hex. Rod of Atos just isn't part of that list. Right, if we think of Lycan, what do we think of? We got the Sorcerers, Vladimirs, Necrobox, BKB maybe, Big Basher. Right, these kind of items. Like, we got this list of items in our head, and Rod of Atos just isn't part of that list on neither Lycan or Enigma. At least not in my head. So I think it's interesting that he's going for it. But, you know, I think it's been working out for him. So who am I to really judge it, right? Oh, Kuroki. Running into Note right here. Just gonna get out. He needs to be careful. He definitely needs to be careful. It's just... You don't want to die with the gem. And this is actually a really valuable hero, right? That Visage is worth a lot. Not just because he's got the gem, but also because he's got himself some birds, all of which are worth a lot of money. So... You want to be careful, Kuroki. You really want to be careful. Got a smoke coming out at the top. Even Void's put down. So they are definitely looking to push this. They're gonna get Arteezy to come in. Yeah, that's gonna be a big fight. Fata is around. Got himself a Talisman of Evasion. So we're gonna see a butterfly. I am not quite sure if I like that. I really am not. I would love to see a BKB. Look, it's just... Yes, Enigma and Queen of Pain's ultimate both break through BKB. I know. It's still a good item. Right? It just doesn't matter. it is still a good item. And you're still gonna be able to benefit from it. And frankly, I wouldn't worry about the black hole, because that's not your job. Like, that's Vengeful's job. Like, she's the one that's supposed to take care of that. So, frankly, it just shouldn't concern you. Roshan is back up, and they're looking for it. He's dropping quickly. Holy hell, he's dropping quickly. That poor little fellow ain't gonna get a break right here. What are they gonna slap those items on? We got an Aegis on Fata. Cheese on gonna be going No-Tail, I think? No? Actually, the bottle goes to No-Tail, and Bone 7 is gonna grab the cheese. Top tower is still alive, though. Secret did not commit to that at all. Well, that's interesting. I really thought they were actually gonna go for that. You see that? You see just this nice little, like, barricade of heroes. It's just interesting to kind of, you know, like they have this back and forth going on. When either team is really willing to commit to a fight, both teams are like, you know, I don't. Do I have to? And now S4 is about to finish up his Hex. You know, I think we're at a point where both teams are just saying, like, I really want this other item. I really want this next item. Right? So one player on your team says, I really want this next item. Then we fight. And then, like, as in the time it takes him to finish that item, another player almost finishes an item. It's like, I really only want this next item. So it's just like, yeah, okay. We're never gonna end up fighting, are we? I got a Butterfly and a Shadow Queen. We got ourselves a Hex on a Queen of Pain. Nothing new on him. We've got ourselves an Assault on the Lycan. So I think it's safe to say that both teams are starting to get, you know, 2 items, or 2 big items on all of their heroes. We've got the Juggernaut. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually goes for Butterfly as well. And Cloud9 is pushing the mid. The tower's dropping quickly, actually. Meantime, Arteezy backdooring that bottom. I don't know if they actually want to fight this. Omni Slash used. Sai gonna get dunked on. Buyback immediately. Fata stunned up, but you know, that's what she got the Omni Knight for. Meantime, the Juggernaut escapes. He doesn't really have a lot of mana left, and he already used the Omni Slash, so I wouldn't be too surprised if Cloud9 just takes the buyback and the kill and gets the hell out of there. Yeah, that's exactly what will happen. Meantime, Arteezy actually manages to break down the bottom tier 2, so that was not great for Secret, but I wouldn't say it was too awful either. I actually wonder how the game is looking. It's really even, look at that. We are 32 minutes into it, and there's barely a 3k difference in net worth. That's nothing. Like, that's literally negligible. Like, it just doesn't matter. So yeah, you know, both teams are just fine with this, I guess. Status quo, have it remain. I wonder what the Juggernaut will grab next. I kind of wish for some damage. Right, something like a Basher would be cool. Lightnings, but a Butterfly wouldn't be too bad either. I can definitely see him just grabbing one of those. I also like the idea of him having some HP though, right? Like, you got the Mask of Madness and you're going up against a Queen of Pain. Like, that Sonic Wave will tear through you. You know, you probably want to get something that protects you just a little bit. And the BKB, of course, is not gonna do it, but just some HP. Basher does give you a tiny bit of HP. Like, I could see that being okay, but oh well. Even a Skadi would be interesting, I suppose. Oh man. So that mid-tier 3 is currently getting pressured by Cloud9. They're looking for it. Fata still got his Aegis. I think he's still got it for a little while. Oh, the instant silence. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's gonna stop it. That's gonna stop that approach immediately. Fata not able to move at all. Eidolon's gonna be free food for the 2 carries. And that tower is still dropping. That tower is still dropping though. Fata misses his brace. It's gonna get slowed down by the Rod of Atos. Oh, Bond 7 goes on S4. Gonna be able to blink out. Omni Slash jumping around. Jumps back to the Queen of Pain. Dunk on the bird. Why on the bird? What did the bird ever do to you? Baumi 7's gonna charge that out of their black hole on just him. Swap immediately. Shadow Fiend sitting in the back. He's still alive. He doesn't have a lot of HP left, but nobody needs a lot of HP to be able to hit for shit of a lot of damage, actually. Kuroki gonna try to turn it around. Fata. He's really low right now, but he's got that edges, and I think he's looking to use it. No, he's not. Why not? Why not? Well, okay, I guess that would explain why not. It's back to full HP. Same can't be said about Fata, actually. He's gonna grab himself a Shiva Scar and just casual gem on the ground, I suppose. Blink, instant hex again, and there goes Baumi 7. Swap, out easy, next in line. Slow is Misery though. That's 3 heroes down. But I think the important thing to keep in mind right here is that Fata is still around. And look at Fata just tear S4 a new one. Takes him down. Single race to finish him off. Beautiful play. Sometimes you just gotta know how powerful you are exactly. Dazzle, Visage are back alive. Gonna have a TP in from Kuroki. He's slowing down Fata, but I don't know if it's enough. He got himself a little ethereal thingy though. Fata gonna get destroyed by Arteezy. Now looking for another kill, but ain't gonna get it. Note already left the scene. He doesn't want any more of this. Carrying around 2 gems, you know, like 1 for each eye, which doesn't quite make a lot of sense, but fuck it. You know, you just take one. I don't know, how does the gem actually work? Like, I imagine it's something like you carry around, like, in your hand, and then you just see. It's like the one ring, except you don't stick it on your finger, you just carry it. But I don't know, it could also be like glasses, right? You just put it on your eye. It could be. It could be. And what if you get 2? Do you then see more? I don't know. I don't know. I've never carried a gem. Have you? You don't know either. Do you? Yep. Yep. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Baumi 7 meantime dancing in the mid lane. Wait, why does he have the Shiva's God recipe? Why is he not getting his plate mail? I guess the courier is currently busy, but why would she be carrying around the Shiva's God recipe over the plate mail? What the fuck? Seriously? Okay, guess that's some next level shit right there. Shadow Fiend is still dead. He won't have a lot of souls for that fight, so that's actually a bit of a problem because his ultimate will be significantly weaker. He's gonna get a few though. Roshan still down for a while. You ain't gonna take him anytime soon. Oh, actually Hex on EE. Gonna get destroyed on the spot. Doesn't even stand a chance. Fata trying to get those souls going as soon as he can. That is actually important, right? It doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but let's be honest, it is. And actually it seems like Fata wants to get even more survivability, so going for lifesteal, I think that's pretty okay. I like it. You know what? Why not? Also gives you some decent damage, but that's not really the issue, right? You see how quickly he destroyed that Queen of Pain. You saw that. So it's just like, you know what? Does he really need more damage? No. Just give him some more HP, will ya? God, this game is kind of slow. That ending better be really good. Oh man. Oh, Baumi 7? Yeah, he's gonna get destroyed. Why the fuck do you still have that Shiva's God recipe? You don't have an excuse now. But that's just terrible. What the fuck? I know players that have not played Dota in their life that could tell you that this is terrible. I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, it's gonna be the mid push coming out from Secret. Shadow Fiend, of course, pretty good at fending that off since he does have those races, but they still lost their initiator, so it's gonna be difficult to actually fight. Kuroki lost one bird. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Roshan respawns right now, though. So they're probably gonna look for that. The courier scouts it out. That's a dead courier. Yeah, that's a dead courier. That should also be a dead Roshan. Arteezy already pounding into it. Actually, fight back here. Misery dropping. So is Note. But Axe isn't around. They just simply can't fight it. Shadow Fiend pounding into Poppy. Shadow Grave used, and it's just not worth to go for that anymore. And it's gonna finish him up nonetheless, because somehow the Secret felt like just leaving Poppy. They better take Roshan though. God, Arteezy could have just taken Roshan by now. Nah, he didn't commit to it. I don't think he did anything else in that fight either there. So that was a bit of a misplay right there. And actually appears the Cloud9 is now looking to take it. I think they're gonna get it too. Why would they just... Okay, that was a huge misplay from Secret. They should have just taken Roshan, right? Like, Arteezy should have just taken it. There's a cheese on the ground, and now there's a Shiva's Guard recipe. Okay, so I get the next level strat. I understood it. Now listen to this. This is how you do it. You get a Shiva's Guard recipe and a plate map. You only take the Shiva's Guard recipe in your inventory. So if you have to get cheese and edges, right? In case you have to get both, you just drop the Shiva's Guard recipe. Because that's worth much less than a plate mail would be. Do you even understand? It's amazing. It is amazing. Why are there recipes all over the ground? Like, why does everybody keep saying recipe dropped here? No, the courier is dead, so he can't actually get this Shiva's Guard recipe from the Roshan pit, which is kind of interesting. But honestly, as soon as Secret sees that Bone 7 has it, they should actually go check that pit. I'm not even kidding. They should just see if there's maybe something there. You know, it can be risky, so it's probably not worth it. Why is there a recipe? Okay, wait. So, Note was playing courier. I guess that makes sense. I suppose that makes sense. Meantime, we got a bit of a backdoor going on. Queen of Pain, she's pushing top. Like, and he's going back to... What is he doing? TP boots. Oh shit, okay, do we have TPs? Do we have TPs? Do we have TPs? No TP on Fata. Bone 7, of course, doesn't have one. Actually, he doesn't have... Misery, no. Juggernaut? Nobody has a fucking TP. Lycan is going for this. Holy shit. This is... Oh my god. Oh my fuck. And they're panicking. Do you see that? No, they're already rushing back. This is actually really bad for them. Arteezy is going for the big play. The Shrine is dying. The first tower is dead already. S4 now blinks in. Arteezy activates the ultimate, getting a little bit more attack speed. And the Shrine is dropping. Arteezy pounding into it. Note is here. Was the first to react. Takes down one of the Necromonicons. But that's gonna be it. That's the game. What the fuck was that game? Let me be completely honest with you. I have seen 2K MMR players play better than Cloud9 did this game. I don't understand what the fuck that shit was. Holy fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling you, carry a goddamn TP. This is why. This is what cost him the game. What the fuck was that? That was so stupid. That was the big hype game. That was a disgustingly, horribly played game. That's all that was. Oh well. Enough about that. So that's gonna do it for the CAD. Wait. DAC. Oh, fuck me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you tomorrow.